The stock market is not for people who cannot take risk. Okay? If you are described as somebody who is averse to risk, please don't go to the stock market. I am one of such. That's why very small percentage of my money, okay, is in the stock market. Very small percentage. And I left it there for my children, okay? And if you are above, if you are above 50, maybe 45, maybe 50, and all of that, don't go close to the stock market. Because, look, as far as the price of stock going up and down is concerned, you cannot stop it. Okay? As a matter of fact, that is the trademark of the stock market. However, historically, okay, it's been established, okay, that the stock market will catch up over time. So if you are 50 already and these ups and downs are happening, how many more years do you have to retire or to attain 60? What if it doesn't catch up within the 10 years? If you are 50 and you are retiring at 60, what is the point? Okay? But if you are 20, okay, or 30, the stock market is a safe haven, especially if you have the capacity to be patient and wait long term. It will benefit you. Chief Otedola, okay, he recently sold his shares in Geregu Power Holding, I think, okay, which he bought at, I think, $150 million, held onto that stock, okay, for, I think, 15 years. He sold it recently for $750 million. Okay, and guess what he did with the money? He used that money to consolidate his holding in First Bank. This is what the wealthy do. So if you understand this principle about the stock market, then you are made for life. It's a very good vehicle for building, consolidating, growing, and preserving your wealth. It does two things for you. One is that it grows your capital. For instance, I bought MTN stock in December 2024 at 174 naira. As at the time I'm doing this video, that stock is around 605 naira. I bought 174. It is 605. Did you see how much I've made? If I decide to sell my unit now, I'm in profit. But see how long it takes. It took from 24 to now. Okay? Then I remember sometime in 2024, Stanbic IBTC was selling at 42 or 48 naira. Okay? I bought. As at today, okay, that same stock is selling for 100 naira. I bought at 48. It is 100 today. So what is the secret? Maintain a long-term perspective and then go for low-priced stock. That's my own strategy. I'm not a stock person. Okay, but because I maintain a long-term perspective, I see a stock that is less than 100 naira, study the fundamentals, study the technical analysis, and then boom. I just buy a few of them in various sectors, industries. But if you are the type who cannot wait, you go to your app every day, you are checking and all of that, please don't go there. What can you do instead? Invest in ETFs. Invest in index funds. Okay? Invest in equity fund. I do equity fund. Okay? Where professionals help you manage your money. They know the right stock to buy. They know when to go. In fact, you are not bothered with all of this headache. Okay? All you see is your profits, your dividends, and the rest. Equity fund, fantastic. As at the year 2025 ending, Stanbic IBTC equity fund returned over 52% per annum in 2025. Over 52% equity fund. So imagine you give your money to them instead of you checking which stock to buy, single. No. You go there. The same is applicable to ETFs or index fund. We have so many of them. So save yourself the headache of buying individuals. That's why, look, if you venture into individual stock, for instance, okay, if there's any downturn in the market, you suffer. But with ETFs is a pool, okay, of so many stock in a basket. So this the risk is spread. It's called diversification. So there is no way, for instance, Stanbic IBTC 30 ETF, okay, tracking tracking some 30 best performing, is it banks or industry, okay, in the Nigerian stock exchange. Okay, there are 30 of those powerful stock in that basket. If you buy such, for instance, there is no way all 30 will be down at the same time. While others may be down, 2 or more will be up, and that's the way it goes. So ETFs and index. Okay? So let me know if you want me to take you through this process. Look, now intelligence. Okay? If you cannot bury yourself into doing research, fundamental analysis, understanding those who manage the company you are buying, understanding their balance sheet, understanding whether they are in debt or not, understanding whether they are in profit or not, understanding the technical analysis, do not go into stock trading. Do not go into stock trading. In fact, stock trading is like gambling because you will lose money over time. So the best advice, okay, or strategy to venture into this the stock market, if you want to grow your money over time, especially if you are 20, if you are 30, fantastic. Okay, because you can easily beat inflation by investing in the stock market. Do you understand? ETFs, index fund, and equity fund. Because if you invest in the stock market, truly, you beat the inflation. You know, hands down, you beat inflation. Equity fund returned, like I said, over 52% last year. Some did 40, depending on your fund manager. Some did 40 something, but none did less than 30%. So what are you talking? What is inflation? Inflation rate as of today is around, is it 17 point something percent? So if your money is returning 30, 40, 50%, you're in profit, man. Okay? But I'll advise you, don't go into the stock market if you do not have this analysis in mind. Do you understand? The best advice I'll give you, understand ETFs, go into ETFs. That's a basket, a pool of several stock where when you buy, your risk is spread as against buying individual stock. Do you understand? Go into index. Index tracks, okay, some of the performing industries and all of that. They're there in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. All you need to do is to sit your butt and learn, acquire, okay, stock market knowledge. The basis of success, okay, financially, in the stock market and every other vehicle of growing and multiplying your money is knowledge. My dear, sit down. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know anything about finance. But look, because I want to be wealthy, I want to build wealth and retire financially free. Okay? I am spending money to learn. Okay? I spend money to buy courses. I spend money to have a coach. I spend money to attend seminars because I want to know how money works financially. So I hope you gain value from this, and if you do, please follow me, save it, because so that you keep returning to it to remind you, and then share it with your loved ones. Okay, and I will appreciate. But please, most importantly, follow me and watch my previous videos and subsequent videos. Together, we will be financially independent. That one for sure. But financial knowledge is important. Okay, cheers.